we'll move on to item number 3, which is citizens' time. I have one card here for citizens' time. Citizens' time is a time for any citizen to address the board on anything that is not on the current agenda. So if there's anyone else beyond Mr. Schaeffer who would like to speak to us during citizens' time, feel free to come forward, but we will ask you to provide us with a card at the end to help us keep the record. So we'll start with Mr. Schaeffer.
Mr. Chairman, after you finish citizens' time, I think we need to circle back and do the approval of the minutes.
We did miss that, didn't we? Thank you.
Would you like to do that before?
Come on.
No, sir, come on.
Mr. Chairman, members of the board, my name's Andy Schaeffer. I reside in the Beaver Dam District. Some of you may already know me. Those that met me know that I have a passion for my community, and that's my purpose for being here today. What I would like to do is to formally request the Board of Supervisors to create a broadband committee to research and find an economically feasible and possibly creative path to providing adequate broadband internet for the underserved portions of Hanover County. To that end, I would also like to volunteer my services to help form and chair this committee if the board would make this a possibility. Without spending a lot of time describing the need for the internet, I think we're all pretty aware of the needs of a pretty significant portion of the county that is underserved. And I use the word underserved because technically that's what it is. You know, everyone has some form of internet, be it mobile device or satellite or DSL, which is what Western Hanover is pretty well covered by. But, you know, in today's time, it's not enough. In a great number of localities with this need, the solution is almost always found in partnerships and communication. What I would like to do is have the Board of Supervisors to view this for what it is at the base, and what it really amounts to. The connectivity that we need is the same as economic development. It all comes back to that. You know, every piece, every portion of our life, things that we do to do business, this you can connect it back to internet. You know, it's a shame, but it's a service. It's as important as telephones were in the past. How does Hanover County address economic development? You know, we pursue it. You know, we don't wait for big businesses to come out. We go after them. We offer incentives. We try to make it attractive for them to be here. I pretty strongly feel it's the same for bringing the internet providers here. You know, eventually they're going to come. That's indisputable. We're going to eventually get the coverage, but I feel that we could get the coverage probably at a faster speed and maybe on our terms if we're more aggressive in trying to get the access for the citizens. You know, attracting businesses and providing services, this is what supervisors are charged with. You know, this is part of your job, budgets, management. You know, this arguably is a service that is less than served, less than provided for a great number of the residents. And I know that it doesn't affect everyone here, but I would say that of the 7 of you, 4 of the supervisors have districts that are at least partially in need of internet. In Beaver Dam District, we are greatly in need of internet. So it is truly one of those things that, you know, if it doesn't affect you that badly, if you can go home and get on high-speed internet and do everything you want to do, it's not nearly as painful for you as it is in our area. Forming the committee is not a promise to deliver the service. You know, I'm not saying if we form the committee and try to research a good way to do it, this isn't a promise to the citizens that it's going to happen. But it is a promise that the county would be willing to put forth the effort to go out and try to get the services. And I think that would go a long way. For the same reason, return on investment. You know, I'm not asking that the county supply money toward this, but at least consider, back to what I said earlier, creative ways to, you know, attract the providers. Right at this time, this past week, I attended Rob Whitman's Broadband Task Force. And then there, they went to great lengths to explain, that probably the best way to get these resources pointed this direction is creatively. Creatively can mean a lot of things, but without us researching it, we're not going to get to that, even the starting point. I've been pretty firm in the belief that if we don't take the step forward to begin the process, we're never going to take the step over the finish line. So each of you have a broad description of what I would like you to consider as a basis for starting the committee. It's certainly open to negotiation and comment, but I wanted to sort of lay the groundwork of what could be done. So that's pretty much what I have to say, if you have any questions for me.
Thank you, Mr. Schaeffer. We appreciate your providing the information. I believe everybody here has a copy of that. But I should make you aware, too, that the county has been following up from previous committees we've had and also looking for further things that have gone forward. And I believe we're going to have a presentation. Mr. Harrison, in August, we have this on our agenda?
We're looking at either July or August. Right now, we tentatively have it scheduled for August, but there's a possibility we could move it up to July. I would need to just check with staff. But certainly within the next 60 days, we will be making a presentation to the board on this topic.
Okay, I would encourage you to come back for that meeting to see
The topic
what's going
being?
on. The topic will be on rural broadband, and we will keep your information as well and consider it